Hey guys, how's it going? Today I've just got a little upper body accessory session with a small bit of plyos as well, so I'm going to do some pogos, then some plyo push-ups, then I'm going to mix that with some hypertrophy clusters that I've been doing. Very similar to Jake Tura's programme, except I've just kind of adapted it to myself. So I'm going to be doing neutral grip dumbbell bench press today and some pull-ups. I'll probably change up the grip as well on those, just from set to set. I find that quite fun. And then some single leg wall sits, and that'll probably be about it. Got another session tomorrow, so this is just kind of a bridge the gap session between yesterday's session and Thursday's session. They're always a bit more taxing than today's one. I was planning on only doing 3 sets, but that last set of plyo push-ups really felt the best, so I'll probably do one more. Then I'll move on to the hypertrophy clusters. So the thing I wanted to talk about today, is squat depth for S&C training. So I think if you go online and you look at any, like if you go on the NFL page, or I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty bad in like rugby as well. You'll see anytime you see guys hitting big massive squats, you'll always see somebody in the comments with like a few thousand likes saying, oh, like when they're doing the rest of the squat, or half reps, or no reps here. And I just think it's crazy. I think I can put a lot of pressure on newer athletes to think, right, okay, I need to learn how to squat ass to grass straight away. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I don't think you should be sacrificing all load just to get a little bit lower in your squat, because it massively depends on your anatomy, how easily you're going to pick it up. Like if I'm working with like a 6 foot badminton player, I'm not really that bothered if they don't get below parallel. If they get to parallel and if they've got long legs, like it's a long way down for them. It's a lot longer a way down than it is for me. I think the thing you always need to go back to is, are you getting the desired adaptation? So if they turn around to me and say that their quads are burning and they can really feel their legs working, then that's good enough for me. And I think another thing that's like really plagued this that kind of area of lifting is people talking about ego lifting. So like I think as soon as people see like you actually having to try hard and put a lot of effort into your squat, it's like, oh, this like ego lifting. It's nuts. That's the whole point of lifting. Like it's supposed to be hard. And actually I think it puts a lot of people off doing things like squats, because they think that other people are going to judge them for, one, if their sets were actually hard, which is crazy because they should be hard, and two, how low they're managing to squat. Those plyo push-ups usually really warm up my shoulders, but Jesus, that felt fucking horrendous. Just a side note, the pump that I've been getting off doing these hypertrophy clusters is nuts, and I think it's much more fun than doing like 4 sets of 10. I've really enjoyed using even just slightly heavier weights and getting like the 10 sets of 4 or 8 sets for whatever it is, man. If you've not tried it, man, you should give it a go. Anyways, back to squatting. Don't get me wrong though, I think that you should aim for like a low squat, but I think it's like anything else. You don't, like, no one would go into the gym and after the first couple sessions expect to be able to squat 200 kilos, but people seem to hold, and no one would think that you're not allowed to squat until you squat 200 kilos, but people have like this opinion that if you can't squat ass to grass straight away, oh, that's you, man, you can't squat, you need to go and work on technique before you can come. But like the only way to work on technique is to squat. And I think as well, like, you have to try and find the mid-ground between, it's because your technique is linked to your strength, so the stronger you get, the easier it's going to be for you to have good technique. So you need to find the middle ground of, right, okay, this is heavy enough that I'm getting better technically and I'm getting stronger. That's what you're trying to look for. If you go too light, you're not really going to get in and out it, and if you go too heavy, you're certainly not going to get in and out it. If you are looking to improve your squat depth, there's 2 things that I think you should do. The first thing is get yourself some weightlifting shoes, because even now, like 4 or 5 years into coaching and 10 years into lifting, like I'm still surprised at how big a difference they make. When I see people put them on for the first time, it's like night and day. And the second thing is, I think you should spend some time in the leg extension as well, because I see a lot of people and they squat and their knees are like sitting over the top of their ankles, like they're so far back, and usually those people have very weak quads. A lot of the time people say, oh, they've got weak quads because they're not squatting with their knees forward, but their body doesn't want to squat with their knees forward because their quads are so weak they don't want to fucking use them. So I think spending some time doing things like leg extension, where I'm thinking to my left because there's a leg extension over there, doing things like leg extension where you can really just dial in and focus on the quads, and you can't really use anything else to do the movement. I think that's going to be invaluable for helping you progress your squat if you're struggling with it. Being a weightlifter is really funny because I used for the seated dumbbell press, for the hypertrophy clusters I was using the 30s, and now for the neutral grip dumbbell bench press I'm also using the 30s, so there you go. And it's fucking much harder for the neutral grip dumbbell bench than it is for the seated dumbbell press, much harder. I think I'm starting finally to warm up now. That felt much better, man. So yeah, I think the closing note on squat depth is just making sure that when you do your squats, you're getting, like, you can feel your quads working, you can feel your legs working. And if you're tall, I mean taller than 6 foot, or you've got particularly long femurs, you're getting some sort of quad development out of it, and you're getting towards parallel. And again, treat it like getting stronger. Like, it's something that you're going to do over time. It's something you're going to continue to develop. It's not just like, alright, okay, this is how I squat now. I squat to a quarter squat and that's me. No, like, you can continue to develop it and make sure that you do. There are a lot of benefits that you get from like ass-to-grass back squat. Lots of tendon development and stuff that you're probably not going to get from squatting to just above parallel. Probably a lot better for your quads as well, in terms of a lot better stimulus, getting that ass-to-grass, but it's about developing that over time. It's not something that you just walk into the gym and get straight away, like I said earlier. So yeah, guys, I think that's everything I've got to say on squat depth. Thought I had a bit more, but I think I covered everything. So if you've got any questions, put them in the comments. And if you want 30 days of free emails telling you all the goodies on S&C, just send me a message on Instagram, GC30, or there should be a link in the description. Go and sign up and you'll get 30 days of Game Changers for your S&C, guys. Right, cheers, catch you in the next one.